South Dakota Senator John Thune joins us tonight. Sir, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Great to be with you. Thanks, Rob.
So you got Democrats here. They swear. The White House swears this isn't going to raise taxes on anybody making under $400,000. There's a lot of people now that are saying that's simply impossible to pay for this without raising taxes on practically everybody. Where do you stand on that? What's your opinion?
Right. Well, the tax increases that they're proposing are all going to get passed on, Rob. Everything that they're talking about is going to add to the cost of everything that people buy in our economy. It's going to reduce wages for people in our economy. And there will be some taxes that actually are going to hit people. And, honestly, one of the things that they're trying to do is they've got this provision that Schumer is insisting on that benefits millionaires on the East and West Coast and penalize people in the middle income range.
Right.
And it's doing away with the cap on the deduction for state and local taxes, which distributes heavily and hits hardest middle income taxpayers and gives a huge windfall to millionaires. So all the things that they're talking about doing in terms of raising revenue to fund this massive, reckless spending spree that they're trying to get through, all are going to be felt by the American people in the form of lower wages and higher prices.
Yeah, I want to go into the SALT deduction a little bit because that is, as a topic here, I live in New York. I'd love to have that deduction back selfishly. I would love it because it killed me on taxes the last couple of years. It was a Trump idea. The fact that you have Schumer fighting against that, trying to get it back, and all these liberals trying to get it back because it allows them to continue on with this phony way of governing in these big cities and blue states where they just spend outrageous amounts of money that they can't afford. And it allows them to do that by having every other person, every other state in the country subsidizing these wealthy, big liberal states. How backwards is that?
It is. And it's a huge subsidy from low tax states transferring helping finance, if you will, the cost of government in these states where they just, they're on a constant spending spree. And the ironic thing about it, there's a organization, it's a left-leaning think tank called the Tax Policy Center, and in their assessment of this, they concluded that people making $54,000 a year to $96,000 a year, only 1.6% of people in that income range will see any benefit, and those that do, it will be an average of $20. And meanwhile, the millionaires in New York and on the East Coast, and I appreciate your perspective on this too, because I'm sure it would benefit you, but this would skew heavily to high-income taxpayers, the exact opposite of what the Democrats profess to say that they are doing with this. And so it is this is something that optically is terrible for the Democrats. I don't know how they can defend it, but Schumer seems, bent on having it in their bill.
Yeah, it is. It is funny to see them try to defend this. It really is just for wealthy people living in very, very wealthy places. It is funny to watch that. Moderate Democrats insist they will not support this Build Back Better plan without more information from the Congressional Budget Office on how the bill's provisions are paid for and the impact of the spending on inflation, what it's going to do to taxes. The CBO report is expected to come out on Friday, but you've got the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget projecting it to cost double what the White House says. So we're already expecting a bad CBO report. You've already got the White House kind of preparing Democrats for that. If it's anywhere near as bad as we're expecting, is this bill dead?
It should be, and Rob, what I'm hoping, your audience will do is weigh in with people like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, because they're very much opposed to the gimmicks and the phony math that's being used by the Democrats to try and get this thing passed. And you're absolutely right. The Congressional Budget Office score is not going to be favorable to them. But I think if you look at some of the outside analysis that's been done, you mentioned the Committee for Responsible Federal Government. There's a Penn Wharton study that says this is going to cost, they're saying $1.5 trillion to $1.75 trillion. These studies are saying $4 trillion and north of there, and that the revenue that they propose to raise only comes out to about $1.5 trillion. So basically, you have a delta of almost $2 to $2.5 trillion that would be added to the debt. And that should not be even contemplated. And I hope that Manchin and Sinema and other Democrats come to the conclusion that if they're going to do this, at least be honest about it. And when they score it, all these gimmicks, all the phony math they're using to try and make the books balance here, need to be shot down, and hopefully in the end that will be what sinks this thing. But we're going to need some help from some Democrats on that.
Yeah, and I suspect you're going to get it, because I think this thing's going to cost a fortune, and I think everybody's going to be aware of that by Friday, 100%.
I hope you're right.
South Dakota Senator John Thune, thank you, sir, for the time. Good to see you.
Thanks. Be with you. Thanks, Rob.